from the hollers and hills of West Virginia. It's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Looks like they're laying more eggs under there, don't it? My, what a beautiful room. None today. Okay. Okay guys, so back here on this little patch back here, getting ready to plant a few things. What are we going to plant? Well, we're going to plant pawpaw Atlantic Giant. This is some of the seeds from the Atlantic Giant that I gave Dad last year that he grew. It grew bigger than any of mine, so we're going to grow it. We'll grow some flat Cinderella fairy tale type white pumpkin. They're real pretty and they're edible. We'll be planting some Jarradale blue pumpkins. Okay, these are also edible. And some full moons, which are not edible. They're big white pumpkin. Got some gourds and some sunflower seeds and other things in here that we'll be planting. Maybe not here, but somewhere in the yard. And we've got some Cushaws down in here. And that's why I brought this bag over here, because of those. So let me see if I can find them in here somewhere. Are the Cushaws? Well, we'll find them and get them out in a minute. Anyways, we're going to plant in here. And I'll show you how I'm going to plant it and why I plant it that way. Okay, guys, so here it is again. This is probably some of the nicest dirt on all the property. It's back here at the back side of the garden where these watermelons are planted and where I planted the 1673.5 Bartimus ribbon vine and the 727 Hodge on the other side there. But you can see I went back and tilled it up again just real quick. Raked it all out, made it look nice and level. Now we're gonna go in there and make a bunch of hills. But anyhow, here's what's gonna happen. So the 727 plant, it's gonna run and fill up a gap of 150 square feet. I'm gonna make it a 150 square foot plant. The Bartimus, just gonna let it run and see what transpires. May end up letting it take the yard out here, but I will not do anything other than cut the grass. I won't till it up. because it's a ribbon vine. So anyhow, the rest of this will be dedicated to watermelon growth that comes down into here. If they come down here, good. If they don't, that's fine too. But the watermelon, if they end up coming down in here, I'm just gonna let them have it and suck all the nutrients they can out of it. If I had my way, I'd till up this whole patch right here up to the corner of the post and run it down here to that post right there. But Annie, you know, rightly so, we do need some yard, but we need a bigger yard. That's all there is to it. We need more land. I'm gonna mark out 150 square foot for the 727. And then we'll start planting stuff in here. And I'm gonna plant it about midways. So some of that back in there will be empty to fill in with either watermelon or the plants that I plant, and then the front of it will all fill in with that. Now it will run down into here, I would say, and if it does, then that's just what happens. It happened last year, it can happen this year, and I'm fine with that. You know, we'll have to clear the grass out, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll get in here and cut it or whatever we got to do to it. So let me get my tape measure, get a calculator out, measure out the 150 square foot for that plant, and get it sectioned off there, and then we'll get to plant. All right, guys, so marked it off there. That is by no means a 150 square foot plot. It's 10 foot from the fence to the corner right here. So it's 10 foot right there. And I would have needed 15 foot roughly that way to made a 150 square foot patch right there. I just didn't want to take up that much of it. So what I was thinking is, let's see if I can set fruit in this little area right here. It's 50 square foot. 50 square foot right here. From the fence to here is 10 foot, then it's 5 foot wide. Let's see if we can set fruit in a 50 square foot plot. If we can, let's see if we can grow the biggest fruit we can in a 50 square foot plot. Okay? If we can't, we'll extend it a foot at a time until we get long enough to get a pumpkin set. And then we'll cut it off and grow it there. Now, this could be rather difficult, yeah, but we're going to see what happens. And here's the thing, it'll keep you tuned in, especially whenever this starts happening and that plant starts laying down and growing. You're going to tune in to see what goes on with that plant, okay? No, I'm picking. I didn't do it for that. I just did it out of pure interest because you know, like I said, I didn't want to take up that much of that to do it with, and I'm just interested to see if it can happen, and if it does happen, how big can we get? You know, how big can a giant pumpkin that has good genetics get in 50 square foot? Yeah, if it takes up everything, if I weave the secondaries back and forth across each other over and over again, over the main and then back over the main, and just keep on wrapping them and growing them and take up every inch of that 50 square foot, how big can that pumpkin get? Yeah, maybe if the pumpkin does well, that main comes out here to the end, I get the pollination happening right here at the very end of this, and all that in there, I just keep weaving back and forth the secondaries and get that thing going and grow it. Maybe, maybe not, who knows? Let's see. Let's play around and see. All right, so on to the next, guys. First hill, we have the Blue Moon Jarradales, or Blue Moon. The Blue Pumpkins Jarradales. We have the White Cinderella Fairy Tale, the White Full Moon, and the Cushaws. Now, over here, we're going to plant in the rabbit manure. We're going to plant my dad's pumpkins, the Atlantic Giants that I gave him last year that he grew out. And we're going to plant them over in the rabbit manure. And then as I clean up the mess at the front of the yard up there by the pine trees, toward the end of the year, probably about mid-July or so, I'll be planting more of the Cushaws and stuff up there underneath those pine trees and stuff. So that'll be at a later date. But we got them planted. Again, it's the blue Jarradales, the fairy tale, the full moon, the Cushaws. All right, so we're gonna go plant my dad's seeds. We call it the Pawpaw AG, and then find a place for some of this other stuff. We're running out of room, folks. Running out of room. Malachi, what happened? You get stuck? Uh-huh. You're stuck? Yeah.
Give me the tool.
Poor little feller. How come? How come you did that?
Mommy to the rescue.
Good grief. Was you stuck?
Okay.
Tell Daddy, was you stuck? Hello?
Daddy.
Love you. All right. So, we have cleaned this up. Boy, it looks crazy in these sunglasses I'm wearing. It's darker than all get out through the sunglasses, but when I look through the camera screen, it's bright, like the sun's still shining there. And as you can see, it's not, because there is shade. Anyways, we cleaned out this little spot here today. We ain't done, but we're pretty done. We ain't done, but we're pretty done. Anyways, planted some of the pawpaw Atlantic giants in here. Planted some watermelon in here. Stone Mountain. Only had 2 seeds left of it. And right here, right there, we planted a few extra of the giant 180-pound Carolina Cross watermelon. As you can see, the birds are taking a bath in our stuff out here. Bathing away there, little buddy. I'll come down here, grab some stuff, and I'm gonna go up here and start running some new trellis. So let's get at it. Look at her here now. Come on here. Brought these little fellers out here. Look here, that cool one there. He's a gray and white one. He's pretty neat. Black and white one's pretty cool. And the other 3 came from here.
I'm thinking about naming the black one maybe Shadow. What do you think?
I don't know, Jane. I don't know. Come on, guys. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. Oh, come on now. Get it while it's hot. Get your peanuts. Get your peanuts. All right, now we're gonna stretch, excuse me, this over that. So we've done stripped it down. Now we're gonna stretch it over. All right, let's get that done and go and feed Chili Mac his evening food. Okie dokie, we got it all stretched over there now. That'll keep him blocked from any rain. Oh, I want my Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Mac. I want my Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Chili Mac, Mac.
Hold on, what is that?
What?
Big old sharp looking thing in there. Is that his tongue? That's probably just a bone or something.
Crab. That y'all dumped in there. Old fat Chili Mac wags his tail when he's happy.
I wonder.
Well, one of them's looking good. One of them ain't. You need to get out of here. Go on.
Okay.
Go back up to your mommy. That plant looks all right. This plant here looks like he's done for some reason. This one here might make it. Don't know just yet. Hard to tell.
Dad, do you think I should come in?
No, I do not. You need to get back.
Okay. Is this good?
Back.
Is this good?
So, that was my biggest plant. Looks like something bit the tip right off of it. Get away. Go on. It may rebound, I don't know. It might, but I kind of doubt it. I might. That one's definitely doing good. That one is a maybe. Still got the one in the pot. That one died. So this is looking good now. It's coming out of its little funk that it was in. I'm pretty sure I drowned that plant though. I think it drowned. I do believe it drowned. Well, like I say, I could shade it. Maybe that would help. I don't know. Kind of doubt it though. All right, well. I don't know why it died like that, but it did. Well, it happens, I guess. Oh, it looks good in there though, ain't it? I gotta get some strings and stuff ran. Give you a real quick overview of the pumpkin plants. They have really grown. I mean, I want you to look at them suckers. They are growing. Yes, Care Bear.
This ain't garbage.
Okay, honey.
It's sweet chargers.
Okay.
Look at those giant things.
Yeah, giant plants. Don't go in there.
They're really big.
Yeah, they're really big.
Why did I grab that too much?
So, 1378 new. It's looking pretty good. Going to get in there and bury up some vines again. The 1251 new, looking exceptionally well. The newer leaves, they droop a good bit though. See how they're drooping up here in the front? I don't really like that too much. You check on the on them secondaries that are still up in the air. Trying to make a landing there. Need to get them down on the ground, running. This one here is 1209 Hodge. It's just outperforming all of them. Secondaries are running like crazy. Look at the secondaries going nuts. It's longer. I mean, it's just growing quickly, and it was the one that was turned upside down. But it's doing good. I got to give it its props. It's probably a 6 foot or better long plant. Right there's a stump. See the heel right there? It's down there. I mean, it's literally, those are 10 foot apart. The heels are 10 foot apart. And it's almost touching the back of this heel. So that's probably 8.5, 9 foot long plant. Do I see a baby pumpkin on there? I do. I see a baby pumpkin. Well, well, well. I see my first pumpkin of the year. Right there. You see it? Tip of my finger. That's a baby pumpkin. I'll try to get in there and get a little better shot of it here in a minute. Look at this plant here. This is 1378 new as well. And if it was to been stretched out the right way instead of having this hump in it like it does, that'd probably be closer to 7 to 8 foot. But it's got this big lump right there in it. 2261 Schmidt. It also has a kind of a curve in it. No pumpkin. Yep, baby pumpkin. I see a baby pumpkin there. There at the tip of it. It's got a pumpkin on it. Oh, I see here. 951 new. It is almost 10 foot long. Almost 10 foot. So, I mean, they've grown this much in just a week. It was a week. They've done this in 1 week. And then you can see my bushel gourd is running like crazy. So, that's pretty cool. All right, and then up here we have the 824 Hodge is made touchdown. And this is going to be running now. And then 1673.5 Bartimus is almost touching down now. You can see it there. Looking good up under there. Plant looks good. Plant looks really good. So it's probably going to be running as well here pretty soon. Take you up here and show you the other ones. Excuse me, up here at the top of the yard in just a moment. Okay, guys. There's a pumpkin right there. It's a female pumpkin. Or a female flower, should we say. Okay. If we're going to pollinate it, it'll probably be 6 to 8 days out, I would say. That's a 2261 Schmidt. It's got a baby pumpkin on it. Just keep eyes on it. There's the other pumpkin right there. Hang on, baby. It's
Dad, I found
1209 Hodge has it.
a one.
So,
I don't know why one.
there it is. Probably 6 to 7 days from pollination if I decide to go that route with this one. So looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Secondaries are getting vines and stuff. I gotta get in here and do some work again tomorrow. So got our peas running.
I'm coming.
So they'll be able to climb up at. That'll be good. Now here's the 1240 Hodge, looking like a beast. We're gonna let it grow this way and then shoot it up in between a hole there that I'll end up having to make. Hoping them sunflowers will come along before it gets too awful big and shades them out. But anyhow, gotta get in here and weed. Sunflowers are looking good. These three back here are the giants, anywhere between 14 and 17 footers. All those up there are pro cuts and real pretty flowers. Get about anywhere between 4 and 7, 8 foot. So they're all looking good. Snail vine, I'm trying to get it to grow. It's just taking its good sweet time. Don't really know what it needs, but we'll check it out and see if I can get it to grow any better than this. We're gonna go start a fire real quick. Yeah, and got these. These are blooming. So they're getting ready. They're all flowering out and stuff, so that'll be good. Should be pulling some peas off here in the next few weeks. These cats, and stinking cats and baby kittens, trampled them all down. They was real thick through here and over there, and they've trampled it all down, made a mess out of them. Hopefully they'll leave them alone, because they got a lot of blooms. The other side ain't blooming. This side's blooming. The other side's got like 1 or 2 blooms on it, not many. Anyhow, let's hope that they do well and puts us off some food, because we really want some. All right, let's go do this fire. Major jet fuel. What old Bobby Boucher say? What did he say? How did he put it? It's jet fuel. H2O. It's jet fuel. I have to look it up and see. That's funny stuff. Burn, burn, burn. Get this old pile burned up. Bunches and bunches of brush. We cleared all this out here. Oh, look, yeah, I never did show y'all. We did that. Yeah, we did that. Until we get the fence put up. That's our privacy fence. Anyways, we've worked on this in abundance since we've moved here. There was 2 cherry trees here. One had fell on the power line, ripped it down. Right here at the tip of my finger, there was an apple tree there. It brought it down when it came down as well. It ripped the meter base off of the side of the house and up through the soffit of the roof. And then it fell again. And then this one fell, and yeah, so I've been working on it slowly, trying to bring it down. And I just quit right there about 2 years ago. I just quit cutting on it. I need to finish that up this summer and just clean all this up. It was a mess. I guess what they've done is they used to bring their trash and throw it over the fence. And this is generations of people done that. And they throw it over the fence. And then I guess when they got tired of throwing it over the fence line became the trash pile. So, and then when we moved here, the whole fence line was a lot of leaves and stuff, and we've picked up trash after trash after trash off of the fence line. There's still some up there. That's why that garbage bag is there. We picked it up. There was a metal building there last year. I tore it down, had it all hauled off. It was just a little old tin lean-to. Anyhow, it wasn't no good. We tore it down and everything, and we're gonna plant some Cushaws and some other pumpkins up in here. Hopefully about mid-July. I'm thinking maybe I can get this all cleaned up by then, get that tree out of there and stuff. But yeah, all this brush is, we've had a brush pile here since we moved here, and we've burnt on it several times, burnt it down. Clearing off the fence line, cutting trees down that were on the fence line, cutting these trees down as they fell, cutting out from underneath the pine trees and all that stuff, clearing that whole fence line up. I mean, the fence line was so grown. See how that fence, how it's grown up right there? And down in through there, how it was grown up? Well, that's how the entire fence line had looked at one point. And then we've removed several different trees and things like that, and get a big pile of it and burn it down. Usually 2 of them a year is what we had been averaging, about 2 brush piles a year. Hopefully it's coming to an end and we'll be done burning brush piles and things. So, all right, guys. Well, we've had a lot of thunder, no rain, so that's good. And we're gonna get on off of here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Supposed to go over to my buddy's house on Monday now, so we'll see. He thought today was Sunday, and So he had some other things he had to do, and then I guess tomorrow he's busy. So Monday, we're hoping to go over there and do some things with him, plant those plants. They're gonna have to hurry up and get in the ground. Pick up some fencing and some milk crates and some other good odds and ends there, and just hang out with him, metal detect in his yard a little bit. But tomorrow we'll be out here working again. Woo, that fire getting going. Listen at that. Snap, crackle, pop, buddy. So we'll be here tomorrow though, working away on the homestead. So look here guys, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow, right here, Hollers and Hills of West Virginia. See you.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.